Hello guys, this is Commander Trotsky and welcome to a new episode of Hearts of Iron 4. In this episode, we will play as the Kingdom of Greece and will try to restore the Byzantine Empire. The research, we need to focus on the land doctrine. We choose mass assault because it will give us more manpower. Let's place the king under house arrest so we can progress in our focus tree. We need to bring home the exiled republicans, but we cannot do this, so let's evaluate the drachma. Yeah, they won the election. Now we have a new leader with good stats. And the Democratic Party are the rulers. Now we can bring home the exiled republicans. And compromise the monarchists. And remember the Anatolian catastrophe. Great, now we need army experience, so send attaché and let's improve the relation with Spain. Now we can send the attaché and stop improving relations. That's great. Okay, now we can make this focus and nobody will follow, that's so good. Sadly we'll lose some stability. Let's crush the fascists to get the stability and war support. They will increase a lot and get the research slot. Let's we can choose to lose political power and gain stability. It's more important. Let's get the Anatolian refugees. Oh, the leader passes away. He's dead. Okay, now we have a new leader with much worse stats. No, we will not, because we need the army experience and we got the stability and war support. We can choose now. Let's the ghosts of the past will not hunt us again. Let's become fascist, friendly with the fascists. And selecting the Megali ideas. Here we ask the allies to help us invade Turkey. Let's invite the Italian to the United Kingdom, France and Italy. And oh, no one attends. Only Italy attends, so it is now pointless. The allies will not help us invade Turkey, so we'll need to do that alone. Okay, now we need to improve our economy a little bit to be able to become ready for war. Now the fascists launch a coup. We must answer our failures because we need to play as the fascists to form the Byzantine Empire. Now we got a new leader with good stats, and let's improve our economy to war economy to use more civilian factories. And the first decision he will make is to justify war on Bulgaria. What a terrible leader he is. Now we need to invite investors from foreigners to get more factories. In order to do that, we need to improve relations with United Kingdom, France, Germany, and the Soviet Union. Now it's being improved, and I hope we will reach 80 before the goal finish. Now that's good, we got all the factories, so we can produce more weapons. Let's change to free trade. It will increase our research and industry. And we need to get an infantry general for our coming war. Let's expand our tobacco industry. And we need to improve our conscription to get more manpower. We are almost running out of men. So now I think we are ready to attack Bulgaria. And we need to import some oil from the Soviets to not run out of oil. Finally, the peace conference. I would like to annex them, but we need to puppet them, because if we annex them, we will have to face two fronts, Romania and Turkey, and they will crush us. So now, I think we are ready to attack Turkey. Yeah. Now we had made two armies ready for invasion, and the navy will be here to prevent Turkish naval invasion. Now let's join the Axis. Now the focus complete. finally Turkey is defeated and we can form the Byzantine Empire. Yeah, revive Byzantium. And finally the Greek dream is true. We have much better color now. And rise of the Byzantine Empire. Yeah, results speak from themselves. We have dominated the Balkans, reconquered Istanbul and crushed the organized Turkish resistance in Anatolia. So it's now the end of the Greek-Turkish conflict. So right now we need to get all our troops in our puppet Bulgaria to crush Romania. Romania have a big army, but now as we are Byzantium, we have more factories and more manpower, so we will crush them. Finally, the peace conference. Here we can take all the states. It's great, but sadly our territories are not connected together. So it's our role to connect them. Let's attack Hungary. And we can get the extra research slot to research even faster the fate of Czechoslovakia. We are invading faster than the German Reich itself. Let's attack. So now we invade Yugoslavia to connect our land. We cannot, we need to make this focus first. Italy joins the German Reich, so they are with us in our faction, which will distract the Yugoslavian troops even more. Who the Soviets are justifying war against us. I hope they will make a Molotov-Ribbentrop pact, so now they won't be able to attack us. The last thing we need right now is a war with the Soviets. And the German Reich started World War II, but attacking Luxembourg instead of Poland. Now we justify the war against Yugoslavia. We won't enter the World War II right now. And great, we get more manpower. Poland refuses German ultimatum, so Poland is at war too. The World War II officially started. I think Poland has no chance to win. And is this the picture? Now we've invaded Yugoslavia. Great, now our empire is looking much better. And we also got some Chinese subjects which will be invaded right away by the Chinese because they don't have an army to defend themselves. Anyway, I think maybe it's time to enter World War II as we are now a major power. Now we can illegally default our debt. We don't want to pay the Allies any money because they tricked us in World War I. So now it's much better. We have no debt to worry about. Now we can join the war and attack the British to gain our African territories. time to declare the war on Iraq. Because we need to reach the British Now finally a peace conference, and let's see what the world will look like after World War II. That's great. We got a lot of good territories which we need. Oh, the Reich. Vichy France is independent. We got Egypt, we got some of Tunisia. And we also have much subjects. We have two nations, both of them are led by Philippe Pétain, one leader leading two nations. And we got Hellenic Raj. And we got the British Empire, we got Australia, Canada, Chinese subjects. And the Hellenic Malaya. We got military access in Japan, and let transport all the Axis forces here. The troops which the German Reich gave me. And we declare war on Vichy France. Here in Japan, the German army is doing very well. We need to end the Chinese war as fast as possible. And our other armies are dealing with the communists. The problem with the Chinese is that they need to have under 5% of their victory points in order to surrender, which means we nearly have to invade each and every city, which takes a lot of time. Finally they got capitulated. Japan took all the stuff. Yeah. Now let's leave the Axis forces trapped in China, because we have an evil plan which to stab the Axis from the back. Because Italy holds most of the territories, I want to achieve the Byzantine dream. So we leave the faction, prepare our plans and justify the war on Italy. I don't think they will have land in armies in Europe to defend themselves. We released Bessarabia to stop the Soviet justification. Because we cannot afford war with both the Axis and the Soviets. Okay, we join the Japanese faction in case if the Soviets decided to attack us, they will have to get a lot of armies in the back to defend against Japan, which will lower the pressure on us. So right now everyone is prepared and we can attack. Let's get the war goals ready. I hope we will not face a lot of resistance, and I hope that the Axis armies will stay in China while we invade their homeland. Oh, the German Reich declared on the Soviet Union, which is totally good news. Now the German Reich will not be able to survive. Now the Italians are defeated, and the German Reich is completely alone. That's triumph for Italy to get all the Italian territories in Europe as course. Okay. It's still an occupied state. We justify the war on Bessarabia. And all the Axis troops fighting the Japanese. About 8th Division is there. Now we go to Moldova. And we triumph the Balkans. Now we just have to take as much as we can from Europe and defeat the Germans once and for all. Now in Africa we are doing very well. The Germans are defeated. And we can triumph for Egypt and Tunis. Now Cairo, its Egyptian territories are of course. That's why we're getting 13 million manpower. Very nice. Let's get Paris. Now the Germans are really in a bad situation. The Italians tried to retake the land, but they failed. The fall of Berlin. That's great, the Russians took Berlin. And the Germans still are not capitulating. They are staying until they are fighting until the last man. But we outnumber them a lot. There is no hope that they will win. Let's keep pushing until they run out of victory points. And they finally capitulated. We got the most victory points, so let's try to get as much as we can, which is great. Now we took most of Africa, but a lot of parts in Europe. It's our course now. We have a lot of manpower. Some Balkans are still occupied states, I don't know why, but it doesn't matter, we already have a lot of manpower. The Reich are our puppet. Let's give them convoys. And we need to improve our borders a little bit. We need to get rid of Switzerland, for example. So right now, maybe we have the Soviet is expanding in Europe. We have twice as number of armies and factories as the Soviets, so if we attack them, they will be very easy to defeat. Now it's time to annex the Germans. Now we got most of Europe, and we give these convoys to France to annex them later. Quit the Indian movement. British authorities, wow, really, they don't understand that now it's Hellenic Reich, not British Reich. The events can't change. Now it's much better. That's everything, guys. That's the tutorial. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you very soon.